Hello everybody and welcome to the Daily Review, episode number 281 for Thursday, January 14th, 2010. And the film I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today is Goodbye Solo. Goodbye Solo is directed by a filmmaker named Ramin Bahrani, who is the guy who's done Man Push Cart and Chop Shop, two films that I have not seen, though I've heard they're equally good as the one I'm about to review for you, and it's also kind of along the same vein of the subtle independent film genre. Goodbye Solo is the story of this African-American cab driver named Solo, who meets this guy named William, who's an old 80-year-old kind of a man who's very grumpy at the world, and he basically tells Solo that it's in about 2 weeks' time, on October 20th, he's going to pay him $1,000 to drive him to this mountain. And that's all he's going to do. He's going to pay him $1,000, you just drive me there, that's it. And it's implied in the first scene that William plans on killing himself on this day. And so what takes place are the days that lead up to October 20th, and you kind of get to see a relationship and a friendship formed between Solo and William, as well as kind of some insight to William's life and the things that have gone on in it since then. Goodbye Solo is an incredibly, a small independent film that most people have not heard of. Most people would see this on a shelf at a Blockbuster if those are still in existence, and just completely dismiss it. But it's, to me, incredibly masterfully done. It's really subtle, and it's a near-perfect film to me. The performances across the board in this film are magnificent, namely the guy who plays Solo, which I am not going to pronounce his name because I'm just not going to get it right. Look that up on IMDb. But he is so incredibly good as Solo. You get a sense from the very first scene that this guy has so much joy in his life. He just kind of like loves living life, even though all he is a cab driver who has dreams of becoming a flight attendant, which is, it's not like he has humongously big dreams. He has very realistic goals. He has a wife with a stepdaughter named Alex. He has a baby on the way from his wife. And you just get a good sense of who this guy is. He always calls William Big Dog, which is a nice little character touch. He always has a smile on his face. Love this guy in this film. Red West also plays William, and he's kind of the old senile man. But he does it so well because I think there's so many scenes in Goodbye Solo where he has to kind of be a jerk. And he's not a likable character, he's not a likable guy. You would probably see this old man on the street and be like, this guy just hates life. But you start to uncover little tiny glimpses into his life and his past life that you really start to see this guy has some heart and he cares about people and that sort of thing, and he's just kind of hiding behind this exterior that's like a bad dog or whatever, or a big dog as Solo would say. And I think it's through these performances that Goodbye Solo really works, because I think the direction is incredibly well done and the writing is incredibly well done. And I think in the hands of other actors, perhaps, the film's revelations and the emotional moments in the film might fall a little short. But they seem so genuine and so realistic, and it's just so incredibly emotional, especially the stuff in the last 15 minutes of this film. Just incredibly well done. I'm not going to give anything away, but I was just on the edge of my seat the whole time, and that says a lot considering this is a very small film. There's no big action sequences or anything, but the end of this film I was just wanting to see where this was going, what was going to happen, that sort of thing. I highly recommend Goodbye Solo to anybody who just enjoys movies and life in general. I know it's a very small independent film and not very many people watch those types of movies, but it's one that I think is incredibly well made, and I think it's just a near perfect film in my eyes, and I highly recommend people check it out. Also, the final scene in this film, pitch perfect. I don't think it could have ended any better than it does. I absolutely love this film. If I had a chance to redo my top 10 of 2009, I would definitely find room for Goodbye Solo. I give Goodbye Solo a 5 out of 5. Please, please, please watch this film. It is absolutely incredible. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow with another one for you.